Good morning, I'm Rob Glover and this is your Staff's Live Sports News at 10:15. There's lots of Premier League football this midweek. Here's some of tonight's previews with Jason Sisker.
Good afternoon, this is your 12 o'clock sports bulletin with me, Callum Crabtree.
And me, Rob Glover. With lots of midweek football, we'll have a full Premier League roundup later. But there's more Premier League previews at 12 o'clock. Now, on to some FA Cup news. Here's Callum Crabtree with more. I'm Rob Glover.
And I'm Jamie Morris.
And this is a look at what's been hitting the headlines on social media. The Pride of Britain Awards took place last night, and amongst the attendees was England captain Harry Kane, who was touched by a heartwarming story of Daniel, who risked his life to save Joel and his family from a burning plane when the aircraft came down in May earlier this year. Now, on to boxing like you've never seen it before. Yes. Elsewhere, Real Madrid have made their interest in Manchester City star Raheem Sterling known, and a potential deal has emerged involving £70 million plus Gareth Bale. Bale, now 30, is no spring chicken, and KFC have come up with their own offer at the expense of rivals Manchester United.
Manager of Birmingham, Pep Clotet, was a caretaker manager. Now he's doing pretty well this season, of course.
Yes, so he's obviously made a fairly convincing start considering the situation at Birmingham that he's been faced with. Obviously, financial fair play troubles and large restrictions put in place by the EFL financial plan. But yes, they've given him the title of head coach. Now he's no longer caretaker. And to be fair, he steadied the ship at Birmingham. They don't look perhaps like they'll trouble at either end, to be quite honest. But it's a steady season so far with potential, if they put a run together, to perhaps push for something. And Barnsley have just been pushing forward a moment ago. They look to be using the focal points of Corley Woodrow and Connor Chaplin. They've got 23 goals between them. That's 23 out of Barnsley's total 37. So without them, who knows where they'd be? Well, no, we've just, as I said, the teams have come out and Connor Chaplin is just about to get us back underway as Gerard Struber's men go in search of just his 6th win as manager since he arrived earlier this season. They're 23rd and haven't won in 4, but they'll be looking to pick up where they left off at the end of the first half. They started much brighter than Birmingham, who've looked devoid of attacking threat for a large part of this. So the Tykes will be hoping to capitalise on a poor Birmingham showing so far. Watching teams on the break, they like to play in a counter-attacking fashion that will suit them because obviously they've come away and it's been a classic away performance so far. They'll be hoping that they can catch Barnsley on the break and then hold on and ultimately make themselves 7 points away from the playoffs. And it could be a season-defining moment if they're to get 3 points here. And it started in the same scrappy nature that the first half ended. Brad Collins is just about to take a goal kick just in front of the travelling Birmingham fans. There's 1,315 of them there on the night that have made the trip to South Yorkshire. And I mean, I'm not sure they've got their money's worth just yet. There's a 66-minute mark, and as I speak, Jude Bellingham is standing over a corner for Birmingham, and he's just swung it in, but unfortunately it's not gone beyond the first man, unfortunately. So yes, it's been a drab start to the second half, just as the first one finished, and neither side have come near to breaking the deadlock, nor have Barnsley come near to breaking their Tuesday hoodoo. And they've just won 1 of their last 20 matches on a Tuesday night, and that came in a 4-0 win in League One against Rochdale in August 2018. So Tuesdays are not a good one for Tykes fans.
What a stat, Rob, what a stat. That actually sounds more entertaining than the game itself. What's happening at Oakwell?
Well, Jeremy Bayer has been introduced for Birmingham City from the bench, looking to ignite what has been a very dull and drab affair. It was calling out for a substitute, and Pep Clotet has showed his hand and he's made it, so hopefully the Frenchman can make the difference for the Blues, who are actually lining up in yellow tonight. But I worry for these two teams. They've both got tough fixtures coming up on Saturday against Fulham for Barnsley and Brentford for Birmingham City, both 2 promotion-chasing sides who, you know, if they can't get a result at Oakwell tonight, I worry for them when they come up against some top sides. Hogan has got his 3rd in 3 games. He's just absolutely fired past Brad Collins. He's on the turned Jordan Williams, and he's fired home. He's sent them 1,315 Birmingham fans into raptures as he runs towards them. And that'll be a very happy trip home if it stays this way. Birmingham City are looking towards that playoff push perhaps then.
Rob, any updates there at Oakwell?
Well, Birmingham City look buoyed by that 76th minute Scott Hogan opener and will have leapfrogged Hull into 14th if 3 points go back to the West Midlands. They're just playing it around at the back at the moment, and Pep Clotet's side seem quite happy just to hopefully hold on and stagnate essentially and nullify the threat that Barnsley offer, because they are coming forward, because obviously, you know, they need this more than anyone. And depending on Luton's result tomorrow night, could even go bottom. So it's real dark times at Oakwell. Talking of hot prospects, Jude Bellingham has just made way in place of Wes Harding, so Pep Cletet's favoured another defender on the pitch, so he's now got 6 defenders. And I mean, that only sends one message. Birmingham won't be searching for a second. They'll be quite happy to take 3 points on a classic away performance. Barnsley have, again, not offered much since the goal. They've clearly had a knock of confidence, and Birmingham are in the Barnsley half with a throw-in on the far right-hand side. It's thrown down to Wes Harding, who looks like he's going to try keep it in the corner, but the wind has gone against him on a blustery night in South Yorkshire, and it's out for a goal kick, Brad Collins to take.
Did anything happen?
Yes, Birmingham have just had a penalty call waved away by the referee after Jeremy Bayer was brought down in the area. We're now deep into stoppage time. We're in the 92nd minute, 2 more to go after this, and it looks like Birmingham are going to hold on. However, as we speak, Barnsley are on the attack, but it's intercepted by Christian Pedersen, who sends it back towards the halfway line. Barnsley heading towards a 5th game without a win.
From Barnsley's perspective.
It is, yeah. I mean, any team that's going to survive in this division needs a solid home record. And Birmingham have shown that they can come to Yorkshire on a Tuesday night, shut up shop for a bit, catch them on the break, and then stay solid. And they've done that so far. We're ticking down into the final 30 seconds. Lee Camp's got it, and he's going to take as long as he wants for this goal kick. He hoofs it into play on the far side, and it's actually gone out. That's even more time wasted by Camp. Very clever goalkeeping, and it looks like all 3 points will be off back to the West Midlands.
We're going to go back to you at Oakwell. What's happened?
Well, the final whistle has blown, Matt. The Birmingham City players have gone over to the travelling pack, and everyone just leapt on Scott Hogan. The moment the whistle blew, they knew the impact he would have. 3 games in, and I'm not sure many lone players have had a bigger impact than Hogan thus far. In terms of what that win means, they're up to 14th, and the playoffs are within touching distance. 2 or 3 wins, and it could be a totally different story to what was previously a damp start to the season.
Aston Villa put their place in the League Cup final for the first time since 2010, thanks to a 2-1 win over Leicester City at Villa Park. The Villas took the lead after just 12 minutes as Jack Grealish bound down on goal before producing a deft flick in the area for Matty Targett to drive home under Kasper Schmeichel on the half volley. Villa's Norwegian shot stopper Ørjan Nyland was in inspired form to deny the Foxes on numerous occasions, getting a hand to Yuri Tillemans' stunning strike to deny the Belgian with the help of the crossbar. Leicester's pressure paid dividends though after 72 minutes as Harvey Barnes danced past Frederick Gilbert to find Kelechi Iheanacho in the area, with the Nigerian tapping home to level proceedings.
Driven in low. Leicester got away that time. Barnes has been dangerous tonight. Clearly onside.
Villa left it late to seal the tie, but their saviour arose in the 95th minute.
Villa are heading back to Wembley. The ball in for Trezeguet, who made no mistake on the volley. Just love knockout football.
Villa await confirmation of who they will meet in the final, with the Manchester derby set to play out tonight. One thing's for certain though, the Villa are going to Wembley.
Villa 2, Leicester 1, Villa 3, Leicester 2 on aggregate.
Rob Glover for Staffs Live.